Your doctor asked you about focus and forgetfulness, but nobody asked you about the weird stuff. The highlighting everything on the page, the sleeping on your wrists, the conversations that only work in the car. Today, I'm breaking down 7 strange things you do every single day that are actually textbook ADHD. And by number 4, you're going to feel very seen. Part 1. This isn't what ADHD looks like. On TV, most people think ADHD looks like a kid bouncing off the walls. But for adults, ADHD shows up in ways that look nothing like that. It shows up in your habits, your quirks, the things you do automatically without even realizing that you've always assumed made you weird. Here's the truth. You're not weird. Your brain is just wired differently. And once you understand these 7 behaviors, everything about yourself starts to make sense. Behavior 1. You highlight everything. You sit down to study or read something important. You pick up your highlighter, and by the time you're done, the entire page is yellow. Every sentence felt important. Every line felt like it needed to be captured right now. This isn't poor studying technique. This is your ADHD brain experiencing information overload. Your brain doesn't quietly sort things into, this matters, and this doesn't. Everything comes in at full volume. Every sentence, every detail, every random fact. All of it screaming, grab this or you'll lose it in 5 seconds. So you highlight everything. Because to your brain, everything feels equally urgent. Behavior 2. You have PhD, knowledge that disappears. Here's one that will blow your mind. You spend 3 weeks obsessively learning everything about one specific topic. Hours of videos, deep rabbit holes, complete immersion, PhD level knowledge, and something random. Then 6 months later, gone. You try to recall it and it's like someone deleted all the files, but then someone says one specific word or mentions something that triggers the right emotion. And suddenly everything comes rushing back instantly. This happens because your ADHD brain uses associative memory. Instead of organized filing, topic, subtopic, fact, your brain works like a web. This reminds you of that, which connects to this, which unlocks everything. When the web gets triggered, knowledge floods back. When nothing triggers it, it feels like it doesn't exist. You didn't forget. Your brain just filed it differently. Behavior 3. You play one song on repeat for days. You find a new song, and you play it on repeat and for 3 days straight. Same song, over and over, 50 times minimum. Everyone around you is losing their mind. You feel completely fine. Here's why. Music gives your ADHD brain an instant hit of dopamine. It fills your mind with exactly the right amount of stimulation. And when you find a song that hits perfectly, your brain locks onto it like a lifeline. Because it's predictable, it's reliable, it delivers the exact dopamine your brain is constantly chasing without requiring any extra effort. In a world that demands constant willpower, your brain found a shortcut, and it's not letting go until it stops working. Behavior 4. Your best conversations happen in the car. Have you ever noticed that your deepest conversations happen while driving? Or walking side by side, never sitting face to face? You're not imagining it. There's a very specific reason your brain opens up in those moments. When you're driving, your brain has exactly the right amount of stimulation, light movement, predictable visuals, low-stakes decisions. That restless part of your brain finally has something to do, so your thoughts can actually flow freely. And there's something else. No eye contact. For ADHD brains, forced eye contact is exhausting. You're trying to listen while also managing your expressions, reading their face, controlling your body language. It's too much input at once. In the car, you don't have to perform, you just have to talk. And that changes everything. Time also feels contained in the car. A clear start, a clear end, a natural structure. Your ADHD brain thrives in that framework. If you want a real conversation with someone who has ADHD, take them for a drive. Behavior 5. You sleep in weird positions. You sleep on your wrists. You curl up in strange positions. You tap your fingers constantly. You crack your knuckles. You rock back and forth without realizing. From the outside, this looks like restlessness. From the inside, this is your brain self-regulating. When the world goes quiet, your internal noise gets louder. So your body finds movement, any movement, because the right kind of physical stimulation helps your brain calm down. This is called stimming. Repeated actions your body uses automatically to manage how overwhelming everything feels. Your brain is searching for the sweet spot. Not too bored, not too overwhelmed. What looks restless to everyone else is actually your nervous system doing exactly what it needs to survive. Behavior 6. Your handwriting is unreadable. Your handwriting is a disaster. And you've probably been told this your entire life. Here's why. Handwriting is a fine motor skill. It requires smooth, controlled, consistent movement. But with ADHD, your motor control is inconsistent from 1 second to the next. Uneven letters, inconsistent spacing, rushed lines. But there's something else happening too. Your brain moves fast, faster than your hand can keep up. So instead of writing slowly and neatly, your brain defaults to getting it out before the thought disappears. Speed over precision every single time. Because losing the thought is the real danger. The messy handwriting is just the evidence. Behavior 7. You don't age like other people. Here's the one that changes how you see yourself. You don't age the way other people do. Not because time doesn't pass, but because your relationship with the world stays open. Like a child, you remain deeply and obsessively curious, not surface-level curiosity. The kind that pulls you down rabbit holes at 2 a.m. The kind that connects something you learned 3 years ago to something you just discovered today. Where others settle into certainty, you are always exploring. On the surface, that can look like inconsistency. Jumping from one thing to the next, never finishing, never settling. But zoom out, and something completely different is happening. You are sampling more of life than most people ever will. You go deep fast. You immerse. You obsess. You connect dots across completely unrelated worlds. That's where innovation comes from. That's why you see solutions other people miss entirely. You carry two energies at once, the curiosity of a child and the pattern recognition of someone who has seen everything. That's not a disorder. That's a gift. So how many of those were you? The highlighting, the disappearing knowledge, the repeat songs, the car conversations, the weird sleep positions, the impossible handwriting, the ageless curiosity. If you related to even 3 of these, your brain isn't broken, it never was. It's just wired in a way that nobody ever bothered to explain to you. That ends here. If this video finally made you feel understood, hit subscribe. Every week we break down exactly how the ADHD brain works and give you real tools to finally work with it. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. It might be the most important thing they watch this year. I'll see you in the next one.